Let me talk about the next level of taking risk, and that is when you change cities. And so here's a picture of me when I had pretty much recently moved to London. And this is me. You can see beautiful Tower Bridge behind. That's not London Bridge. London Bridge is actually this really ugly plain concrete bridge, but that's Tower Bridge. And moving cities is one of the greatest risks that you can take. And this is something that Grant Cardone said. And he's moved all his life. He started off living in Louisiana. He later moved to San Diego, California, and he got too comfortable in San Diego. And Grant said, look, I was the man, I was selling real estate, I had a big house, and I was comfortable. You know, maybe he was making a few $100,000 a year. Everybody thought he was cool. And he said, you know what? I woke up one day and realized I need to be in a bigger pond. And I always say, you don't want to be the big fish in a small pond. It feels good and you feel like you're a success. You want to be the small fish in the big pond because that pushes you to take risk and it shows you that you're actually nothing. There's people doing 100x more than you and that life is short and you've got to push the envelope. So Grant moved to Los Angeles. He knew nobody. I think the day he moved there, he met his wife Elena, saw her on a movie set and tried to ask her out. Didn't work for like 18 months. But Grant started realizing that there was so much more he could do with his life. And I have been the same way my whole life. I grew up in San Diego. When I turned 18, I moved as far away as possible in America to Boston, Massachusetts, where I went to school. I didn't know anybody. I was out of my comfort zone. I was surrounded by high-performance people. After that, I went to Michigan for the summer and worked at Ford Motor Company. I went to Los Angeles for the summer and worked at a place called the Aerospace Corporation, right near where SpaceX is right now. And then after that, I moved to Wall Street because I knew going to New York City, I was going to be blown away by the competition, by the new ideas. I was going to have to find new friends, take new risks myself. And then I moved to Chicago after that, and then I finally moved to London. I'm constantly moving because it means that you have to constantly reinvent yourself and find new ways to get things done. So I think changing cities is one of the greatest risks that you can do. The problem is if you stay in your same city your whole life, you get comfortable around friends and family and you just stop taking risks because everything is there and everyone tells you that everything's fine and you're not surrounding yourself with new people and new ideas. So changing cities is one of the best things you can do. For me, it brought me so many new ways of thinking. It got me out of bad behaviors and bad patterns that I had in New York City. It pushed me to get out of my comfort zone. London, you know, you got to really learn to make friends, and I built London real because I had no community. Would I have done this in San Diego or New York City? Maybe not, but in London, I kind of had no choice but to build my own community, and that's what London Real was all about. At London Real, we believe that individual transformation can change the world. Join us and start your journey today.